everybody. How is everybody feeling out there today? I'm feeling a little bit more energetic. So that's great. So I just got cut off because I was recording and then my alarm went off and now I have to start over. But anyway, I was explaining that I had done, today we're going to do a past, present, and future reading. I was going to introduce you to a new spread. However, I was shuffling the cards and exactly 9 cards fell out. And as you know, if you've been watching, once the perfect number of cards falls out, I try to go with that deck. So we have in past position the King of Cups and the Hermit, and we also have the Seven of Swords. Okay, so with that being said, how I feel about this past energy is that you may have been very celebratory. You may have been like the man, like going VIP in clubs and just having a bunch of socialites around you. But even though you were very social, it does look like you're very in your head with these emotions that are piercing your heart right now. Because how I feel is this King of Cups is going into the Hermit energy, even though he's out and about, you know, like I said, being social. Because he's got the staff here, just like the Hermit does. And then in his his left hand, he's got the cup, and the Hermit's holding the lantern in his left hand. So to me, I feel like he's searching for some sort of inner, like, just trying to work through some inner emotional stuff right now. Even though he's social, like I said, he's still feeling very he's really in his feelings, for lack of better terms. Anyway, and then with the Seven of Swords here, I feel like this is a very wanting to go back in time type energy, seeing that this guy, usually this is a card of deceit, but right now I feel like this is a way of acting diplomatic and solving a situation. He sees that he doesn't have all the swords. He kind of is like, oh wait, I gotta go get that. I gotta go, you know, fix my situation here. Like, oh, if only I had the opportunity to turn back time type energy. So then we're going into the present energy, and how rare it is to see the Emperor and the Empress in the same reading, let alone right next to each other. I'm feeling there is a, for lack of better words, like a power couple, like a dynamic duo type energy. We've got the Emperor and the Empress, and I mean, the Emperor is the male archetype. You know, he's authoritative, ambitious, financially stable. And then the Empress, you know, is the female archetype, where she's nurturing. You know, she's got, you know, the feminine body type. She's surrounded by, you know, she's just surrounded by all these things that make her the giver of life, the nurturer. Pretty much any project or relationship, she is that one that's going to, you know, help to heal you emotionally, spiritually. But yeah, she's earth, like grounded, like down to earth, and she's, you know, also in it for stability emotionally wise, whereas Emperor is more like stability in the financial section, whatever. Anyway, but then we have the Hierophant here, which makes me believe that both the Emperor and Empress are, maybe they're very connected because of their spiritual self, like a soul connection type. So with the perfect blend of this masculine and feminine energy, you also have the spiritual realm, where you are, maybe this could even be a relationship, because, you know, this looks like, who is it that gets people married? They're ministers or something like that. I mean, if you're not religious, then maybe this still represents the figure of the person who would marry you. Or maybe you're just trying to seek somebody who's knowledgeable, you know? But it does look like you guys are on the right track. Like, this is such good energy. I can't even. But then you have this here, the Moon. The Moon can represent, like, depths that are not seen, you know, illusions. With this card, it's easy to come to a misunderstanding. When this card is in the presence, please refrain from trying to text somebody about an issue or a situation, because they will take it out of context. You cannot text somebody and think that you're gonna get their tone, get their body language and all that. This can easily lead to a misunderstanding if you are not in person with this individual, especially if you're reconciling, because I definitely do see a lot of growth here, as the Emperor and the Empress are the highest form of you know, they're the kings and queens of all the kings and queens. So you'll want to listen to them. You know, they're balancing themselves out financially, spiritually, emotionally. Literally every state of that is covered. But then next to the moon, you have the Lovers. So this is why I'm thinking that there might be some unseen depth to a situation. If you're planning on reconciling, then you need to communicate in person. Make sure that you're not having a bunch of distractions, and try to actually listen to what the other person is saying. This could be like a relationship, like two people in a relationship going to like I guess the Hierophant could be like a therapist or something, or working through your situations, you know. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles here, representing you have to continue to nurture. You know, when you're working, you have to keep working. You can enjoy your money, and but you still have to work to make more. And so is with relationships. If things are going well, you still have to check to make sure that, you know, all, you know, everything about the other person, making sure that they're happy, making sure that you're not, you know, being vague. This moon is the waxing gibbous, so that's like building up to the full moon. I'm pretty sure we're in the waning stage right now, so right now is a really good time to get rid of any bad energy, any like poor habits that you have. Try to work through those. Work on some spells. And when I say spells, I just mean just talk to yourself about getting rid of these old bad habits. Acknowledge the habits that you have that you want to get rid of, and just, you know, talk yourself through it. If you have to reach out to somebody of knowledge, then by all means do that. But I definitely see an overall like a love energy for this. It does look like if you're already in a relationship, you guys are trying to work together to be more spiritual. This is a very spiritual connection rather than physical. But believe me, once the spiritual connection is there, the physical will be out, like, I was going to say outrageous, but not in a bad way. Like, these two are literally the epitome of passion. So I recommend that if you're having some issues with your significant other, you guys talk that out. Get on the same level, and in person. Having arguments over text will be so bad for you at this time, because somebody's going to misunderstand somebody or take it more harsh than it needs to be, and you can't tell that person, well, you took it the wrong way. No, just please, if you're working through some things, talk to them in person, okay? But this looks amazing. If you are in a relationship or you're getting ready to be in a relationship, remember that it's not always just, oh, well, we're in a relationship now. You have to continue to nurture that person's soul. You can't be like, oh, I got him. That's all there is to it. No, no, no. Keep working towards it, because with this, it says like, okay, it might be beautiful and all, but please remember to continue watering your plants, aka making more money. You know, in new relationships, people tend to stop. I don't know, they sometimes, not all the time, but they have a tendency to stop focusing on their goals. So maybe you're not studying as much if you're in school because you're excited to be around the loved one. Or maybe you're skipping work because you want to spend more time with them and lay up with them. Just remember that you are motivating each other to be better with this power dynamic right here with the Emperor and Empress. And since you are motivating each other, I think it would be a good opportunity, especially if you're both, you know, maybe you both started a business or you both got good jobs and now you're ready to, you know, come to each other. Either way, this is something that needs to be done in person, and don't want to waste time going back and forth. The only time you need to text somebody is to tell them something that's not really like that important, or maybe it's like, oh, hey, I was thinking about this, just what do you think about it? I don't know. Just important matters should never be discussed through a fucking message. Like, if you can, please be there. Talk on the phone if you can't be in person, but don't text. Okay, well, that's all I got for you. Thank you.